Rajendra Singh was born in a small village in India. Life was not easy. His family was poor. They lived in a modest home, surrounded by fields that stretched as far as the eye could see. The village was a close-knit community where everyone knew each other, and life revolved around the cycles of planting and harvesting. They worked hard every day. From dawn till dusk, the fields were their world. The family toiled under the scorching sun, their hands calloused from the relentless labor. Each member of the family had a role to play, and together they faced the challenges of rural life. Rajendra helped in the fields. Even as a young boy, he understood the importance of contributing to the family's livelihood. He would carry water, tend to the crops, and assist in any way he could. His small hands worked tirelessly, mirroring the efforts of the adults around him. He learned the value of hard work. The soil beneath his fingers taught him patience and perseverance. Each seed planted was a lesson in hope and resilience. Rajendra's connection to the land grew stronger with each passing day. He dreamed of a better future. Amidst the toil, his mind would wander to a world beyond the fields. He imagined a life where his family would not have to struggle, where opportunities were abundant, and where dreams could become reality. Even as a young boy, Rajendra was strong. His strength was not just physical but also mental. He carried the weight of his family's hopes and dreams on his small shoulders, determined to make a difference. He would wake up before the sun. The early morning hours were his favorite time of day. The world was quiet and the air was cool. It was a time for reflection and preparation for the long day ahead. He would help his father in the fields. Together they would work side by side, sharing stories and dreams. His father was his mentor, teaching him the skills needed to survive and thrive in their rural environment. They grew rice and vegetables. The crops were their lifeline, providing food for the family and a small income from the surplus. Each harvest was a testament to their hard work and dedication. It was hard work, but Rajendra never complained. He knew that every effort he made was for the betterment of his family. The sweat on his brow was a badge of honor, a symbol of his commitment and determination. He knew every drop of sweat was for his family. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged through years of working together and supporting one another. Their collective strength was their greatest asset. Life in the village was simple. People helped each other. The sense of community was strong, and everyone looked out for one another. In times of need, the village would come together, offering support and assistance. They shared what they had. Whether it was food, tools, or knowledge, the villagers believed in the power of sharing. This spirit of generosity was a cornerstone of their way of life. Rajendra learned the importance of community. He saw firsthand how collective effort could overcome individual challenges. The lessons he learned from his village would stay with him forever. He saw how everyone came together during difficult times. Whether it was a flood, a drought, or a personal tragedy, the village stood united. This sense of solidarity was a source of strength and comfort. This lesson stayed with him. It shaped his character and his outlook on life. Rajendra knew that no matter where he went, the values of hard work, community, and resilience would guide him. Despite the hardships, Rajendra had a positive spirit. His optimism was infectious, and it inspired those around him. He believed that better days were ahead, and this belief kept him going. He believed in the power of hard work. Rajendra knew that nothing worth having came easy. His dedication and perseverance were his greatest assets, and he was determined to use them to build a better future. He knew that one day things would get better. His dreams were not just for himself, but for his entire family. He envisioned a life where they could all thrive and prosper. He held on to this hope. It fueled his determination. Rajendra's journey was just beginning, and with each step he moved closer to the future he dreamed of. His story is a testament to the power of hope, hard work, and the enduring human spirit. Rajendra grew up in a small, picturesque village surrounded by lush green fields and the sounds of nature. From a young age, he was captivated by the beauty and simplicity of rural life. He learned the art of farming from his father, who was a seasoned farmer himself. Together they would spend countless hours working side by side, nurturing the land and tending to the crops. As Rajendra grew older, he took on more responsibilities and became a farmer like his father. He worked tirelessly on his small piece of land, often from dawn till dusk, ensuring that every task was completed with precision and care. With a deep understanding of the soil and the seasons, he used his knowledge to get the most out of his land. He experimented with different techniques and methods, always striving to improve the yield and quality of his crops. Rajendra knew every inch of his farm intimately. He could tell when a plant needed more water or when the soil required additional nutrients. His connection to the land was profound and unwavering. He treated his farm with the utmost respect, understanding that it was a living entity that needed care and attention. He would spend hours in the field, meticulously tending to each plant as if it were a member of his family. He would sing to his crops, believing that the sound of his voice carried love and encouragement. His songs were a mix of traditional folk tunes and melodies he created himself, each one filled with hope and positivity. The crops seemed to respond to his affection, growing strong and healthy. Rajendra believed they could feel his love, and in return they thrived. His fields were a testament to his dedication and hard work. The crops were the best in the village, lush and bountiful, standing tall and vibrant under the sun. During harvest season, people would come from miles around to buy his produce. They knew that Rajendra's farm yielded the freshest and most delicious fruits and vegetables. Rajendra was a man of few words, preferring to let his actions speak for him. His quiet demeanor and steadfast determination earned him the respect and admiration of his fellow villagers. But his actions spoke volumes. He never gave up, no matter how tough the circumstances. He faced every challenge with courage and resilience, always finding a way to overcome obstacles. Whether it was a drought, a pest infestation, or a financial setback, Rajendra tackled each problem head-on. He knew that his hard work would pay off eventually, and he was right. His farm, once small and struggling, began to flourish. The fields were now well-maintained and thriving, a testament to his relentless effort and unwavering spirit. Rajendra's success allowed him to provide for his family. He had a loving wife and a young son whom he cherished deeply. Together, they enjoyed the fruits of his labor, sharing meals made from the produce of their farm. Life was good, filled with moments of joy and contentment. The farm was not just a source of livelihood, but a place where memories were made and dreams were nurtured. Rajendra's family was his greatest treasure, and he worked tirelessly to ensure their happiness and well-being. They were his motivation, the reason he pushed through the hardest days. But fate had other plans. Despite his best efforts, challenges continued to arise, testing his resolve and determination. Yet Rajendra remained steadfast, ready to face whatever came his way. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the unyielding spirit of a farmer who never gave up, no matter the odds. One day, tragedy struck. The sky was overcast, and a sense of foreboding hung in the air. Rajendra's son fell seriously ill. His once vibrant and energetic child was now bedridden, his face pale and his body weak. The doctors in the village were unable to help. Despite their best efforts and limited resources, they couldn't diagnose the illness. They advised him to take his son to the city hospital. Rajendra's heart sank. The thought of traveling to the city, with its unfamiliarity and expenses, was daunting. He knew treatment in the city would cost a fortune. The family was already struggling to make ends meet, and this unexpected expense was overwhelming. The family was devastated. Rajendra's wife was inconsolable. She wept for their son, fearing the worst. They had poured their heart and soul into their farm. Every day was a labor of love, tending to the crops and livestock, hoping for a good harvest. Now they were faced with the prospect of losing everything. The farm was their livelihood, their legacy, and their hope for the future. They had to make a choice. Rajendra didn't hesitate. He knew that his son's life was more important than any material possession. His son's life was more important than anything else. The bond between a father and son is unbreakable, and Rajendra was determined to do whatever it took. He sold a part of his precious land to pay for the medical expenses. It was a painful decision, but one he made without regret. He knew he had a long and difficult road ahead. The journey to the city was just the beginning of their ordeal, but he was determined to save his son. With a heavy heart and a steely resolve, he set out on the journey. The city hospital was a different world. The hustle and bustle, the constant movement, and the sheer number of people were overwhelming. It was crowded and noisy. The cacophony of sounds, the beeping of machines, and the murmur of voices created a sense of chaos. Rajendra felt lost and alone. The city was a maze of unfamiliar streets and faces, and he longed for the simplicity of his village, but he never lost hope. Hope was his guiding light, the beacon that kept him going through the darkest times. He sat by his son's bedside day and night. Every moment was a vigil, every breath a prayer for his son's recovery. He prayed for his recovery. In the quiet moments, he whispered words of encouragement, willing his son to fight and come back to them. Word of Rajendra's plight reached his village. The villagers were deeply saddened to hear about his son's illness. They knew Rajendra would do anything to save his child. They decided to help. They organized a collection. Everyone contributed what they could. Some gave money, others gave food and supplies. They knew that every little bit would help Rajendra and his family during this difficult time. The village headman, a kind old man, visited Rajendra in the city. He brought with him the villagers' contributions. He reassured Rajendra that he was not alone. The entire village was with him in this fight. Rajendra was overwhelmed with emotion. He had never felt so much love and support. He realized that his village was more than just a place where he lived. It was his family. The road to recovery was long and arduous. There were days when Rajendra felt like giving up, but he held on to hope. He drew strength from his son's fighting spirit and the unwavering support of his village. Slowly but surely, his son started to improve. The doctors were surprised by his resilience. They said that his strong will was helping him heal. Rajendra knew that his son had inherited his fighting spirit. After months of treatment and care, the day finally arrived when Rajendra's son was well enough to return home. It was a joyous occasion for the entire village. They welcomed them back with open arms and warm smiles. Rajendra's heart was filled with gratitude. He had his son back. He had his community by his side. He had faced the biggest challenge of his life and emerged stronger. Back on his farm, Rajendra worked harder than ever. He had to rebuild what he had lost. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to make his farm thrive again. The land seemed to respond to his renewed dedication. The harvest that year was the most bountiful one yet. It was as if nature itself was rewarding him for his resilience. Rajendra shared his success with his village. He knew he couldn't have done it without them. He helped those in need. He never forgot the kindness that was shown to him. His farm became a symbol of hope. It showed that even in the face of adversity, with hard work and community support, anything is possible. Rajendra Singh, the farmer who had once been brought to his knees, was now an inspiration to all. He never forgot the lessons he had learned. He taught his son the value of hard work, perseverance, and gratitude. He would often say, "The land teaches us to be humble. It teaches us that even after the harshest storm, the sun will shine again." His words resonated with everyone. Rajendra's story became a tale passed down through generations. It served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope exists. It taught them the power of community and the importance of standing by each other. His life was a testament to the indomitable spirit of a farmer. He showed that with unwavering faith and the support of a loving community, even the most formidable obstacles can be overcome. Today, Rajendra Singh stands tall. He is a beacon of hope. He is a symbol of resilience. He is a testament to the power of the human spirit. His story is a reminder that we are all connected. We all have the power to make a difference in the lives of others. We just need to be there for each other, especially during difficult times. Rajendra's life is a testament to the fact that even in the face of adversity, one can emerge stronger and more resilient. He is an inspiration to us all. His story is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can triumph. Rajendra Singh's life offers profound lessons. It teaches us about resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. It highlights the importance of community, the strength we draw from each other. Most importantly, it reminds us of the power of purpose, the driving force that keeps us going even when things get tough. Rajendra found his purpose in his love for his family and his dedication to his land. What will yours be? Let Rajendra's story inspire you to find your own strength, to embrace your community, and to live a life filled with purpose.